Good afternoon, people. Let me start out by explaining that, you know, bottom line is this is for entertainment purposes. What we're addressing, or what I am going to talk about, is something that is actually happening here in YouTube. It it pertains to the environment, the social environment in YouTube, but it's not real. It's really happening, but it's not real. But it is real because it's really happening. Yeah, I really don't know how to explain it. It involves a person that has created the sole creator, the one that has emphasized the creation of a myth, a lie. He lives it. So he's a real person, but he don't do real shit. The real shit he does is not what he claims to do. So he does stuff, but in essence, it's not what he says he's doing. So it's a lie. It's a fable. It's a myth. Um, Depends on which way you're looking at it and from which direction. If you want to just say it's innocent, bottom line is Ernie Shell. I mean, what can you say? So, for the all intents and purposes, we're going to discuss Ernie Shell and his fakeness. Okay, but we're going to discuss his fakeness as if it was real. Does that make any sense? I'm trying my best to try to emphasize the fact that this is fake, but at the same time, it's still really happening. So, if we've cleared that up, or if I've confused the fuck out of you at that point, let's just continue on. Okay, let's imagine this. Since we are talking about fakery, bullshit, and myths, let's enhance it a little bit. Okay, just humor me. Let's say that Ernie Shell actually did everything that he says he does. Let's say that Ernie Shell actually was an enigma. Let's say that Ernie Shell was this person that could be compared to Dog the Bounty Hunter or Chris Hansen, so to speak. Let's just say that, okay? Let's just say that. We're not saying it is. Let's just go with the flow, right? So what we're going to do is, it's not a game, but we're going to imagine this, because some of you people out there have got a sick sense of humor, or you really, you allow things to happen. You're really gullible, or you just don't give a fuck. You're like a reed in the wind. You flow one way or the other. So what's going to happen is we're going to pretend that Ernie Shell is actually what he says he is and does what he says he does. And we're going to look at him in a CEO type atmosphere. Yes, we're going to look at Ernie Shell as being the CEO, the corporate executive officer, the chief executive officer of a company, which is a bunch of companies piled into one, a conglomerate. We're going to call him Ernie Shell Enterprises. So he's the CEO of Ernie Shell Enterprises. We'll call it Ernie Mack Shell Enterprises. Okay. Now, he's a CEO. He's the head honcho. Now, as we've seen from like the Apprentice on TV, the CEO gets involved whenever he wants to, be important, or when he wants to, step down and play with little people. And that usually means when the ship needs to be, tightened up. Somehow the company is losing money. They're going down a path they don't need to go on. They got to change their image one way or another. It's mostly about money. So let's just imagine that the CEO has finally got off the golf course, has got out of his, going to, running around with these women all over the country, all over the world. He's finally sitting down realizing that his finances are, he's in the red. He's got issues. So he sees this. He sees he's got a dilemma. He's got to fix it. Now, this CEO decides to go in the office, something he rarely does. He's always in. He's a party animal. He's a man that runs the world, a man of the world. He lets his officers, his chief executive officers, he lets his vice presidents, his presidents of all his little all his different departments in his company, lets them handle things, and they usually do. But now it's gotten like it's something, somebody dropped the ball. Now it's time to have him step in and at least put fear of God in somebody, you know. So that's what we're going to have. So let's imagine this. Again, it's imaginary. That chief executive officer.
Hotel right now. Getting what? What'd he say? Hotel? Well, what would he say hotel for? Just like I said in the beginning, no one wanted to believe me. No one wanted to believe me. Everybody tried to push me out. We pushed us out. They did. But who got the closest? Think about it. Think about it. There's a reason when people call the police on me without them even saying my name, as soon as they start identifying and reporting and stuff, they're like, oh, is that the guy that wears the crocodile hat? They all know. They all know. Okay? Tell me another place. And this place, this county, is a county that I've only been in one time. One time. But they all know. They're not going to fuck with me. They know what I stand for and what I've done and my background. They know what it is. But I'm telling you right now, children right now are at the most dangerous point in their lives because the economy. The economy. People are selling their children on these black markets. Things you don't see for mere dollars. Mere dollars, people. People say, oh, it's the drugs, it's the drug. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the way of life of people now.
See, this is not that. Okay, this is not a real, company. This is an imaginary company, but at the same time, it still has working, movable parts that move all over the place. So you've got the chief, the CEO, okay, Ernie. Then you've got his officers that work below him, the ones that are supposed to be contributing, supposed to be bringing the the whole thing together. Keeping it ship shape. Everything top shape. Everything together. They're the ones that's been dropping the ball in certain avenues. Now, mind you, in this little scenario, we have a. This is what you call an organization that, and what their product is they're bringing imagination to us. They're bringing you know fictitious shit to us, manufactured drama. They're bringing excitement. They're bringing drama. And in order to have drama, you've got to have the good and the bad. That's the only way you can have drama. You can have drama without one of the other. So in order to have that, you've got to have the soap opera type mentality. So you got people on both sides of the thing, but they're all together, sort of like the wrestling, mentality. These people on the camera are against each other. They're playing their role. But when it comes to business, when it comes to money, when it comes to profit, when it comes to finance, when it comes to drawing a check and you know enhancing the profits of all the contributors and all the teammates, and teammates is the key word, they have to portray their role and they have to do it successfully in order to profit. So you got the good and the bad. Now we'll bring in the so-called competitor, or the Axis power, more or less, the Jimbo and Kemper. Now, mind you, look, this Jimbo Ernie relationship goes past 20 years. Now they've known each other 20 years. They've been playing both sides of the field. At the same time, they're still together. They're still friends, but they're playing against each other, foes, more or less. In order for this whole thing to work, both sides have to contribute their full potential in order to gain profit, because it works both ways. The evil that's pushed compensates the good that comes out of the others, vice versa. Now, mind you, I don't give two fucks about either one of these people. I'm non-biased in this situation, so I can just give you my take on it. Again, it's all imagination. Now, we see if you look at it real clearly, we see that we've got a group of competing channels that are all the same focus is on this one individual, which is the CEO of Ernie Shell Incorporated or Ernie Shell Enterprise. They all are involving their channels. The majority of their content relies on the things that Ernie Shell brings to the table. His content. What does he bring? His creativity. And they rely on that. And at the same time, it's got to be a give and take. They take what he gives and they turn around and dish out what they give back. It's got to be a two-way street. In order to work, the competition has got to be profitable on both sides. If it gets to be one-sided, then we've got a lack of the ball. We've got where views drop. We have competition, which we're going to have that anyway. It's supposed to be friendly competition, but it's not all the time. Especially when it comes to causing drops in profiteering. When you're dropping money in somebody else's pocket and you're not gaining from it, it causes conflict. That causes aggravation, especially when the CEO is losing profit. Now, what we had yesterday, we had a CEO that pretty much laid the damn gauntlet.
You see, I am real. And my investigation techniques are on the money. Do you see a Cash App? Do you see a PayPal right now? And never will you when we're talking about missing children. I don't need it for that. I've been offered. I'll tell you right now, I got offered $2,500. 2,500 buckaroos. I turned it down because I am not physically ready at the moment. But what I do have is knowledge that I can share to each one of you. What you do with that knowledge and what you do with the teachings that I show and I teach you, that's up to you.
Sidekick, the one that never showed his face, little Gimp. Gimper had went in his chat and was trying to stir things up like he is paid to do. That's his job. And again, rubbing the CEO the wrong way because the CEO's been watching. The CEO's been watching. The CEO's been paying attention. At the last, 3 years, he's seen how things happen. Now, mind you, got to be clear. These contributing channels I'm talking about are all here due to the contributions from the CEO himself to their being able to garner subscribers and attention in YouTube. If it was not for the CEO, the pride of Ernie Shell Enterprise, these channels would not exist. Think about it. So he has what you can call proprietary rights to these channels because their success is his investment. He's invested in these, the entrepreneurship, So he does have a say-so. So when he does speak up, now mind you, we're still under the impression that they're against each other, so there's no allies. They're not going to kiss each other's ass, but at the same time, the principle still lies. In order to have the manufactured drama, you got to have both sides working, and they've got to be balanced out. You got to be given as much as you take. But lately, that ain't been the case. And we hear that from Ernie when Ernie discusses how, they've been dropping the ball. Ernie discusses the rerun shit that they've been affecting on him. They put out there, they've done their slander part on him that they were supposed to design and do, but the stuff's getting old. They're regurgitating a lot of shit. They're not really putting the emphasis on content. That is the part that they're not supplying. See, it's the teamwork. A company, you've got to be a team player. And when you've got team players that are not performing correctly, you start seeing the numbers drop. Profit is going to be your biggest, enemy when you're not getting it. Causes dissension, disgruntled employees.
He tried to sell his child. He went to the store. Well, I can't remember. Actually, it was, I think it was Circle K. He went to Circle K and tried to sell his girl, a little girl, $2,500. Oh, I have. It's in the news, Kemper. And you're getting ready to find out a lot more than you know, my friend. A lot more than you know about me. And then what are you going to do? And then what are you going to do? Nothing. You can't do anything. Right now, I have 224 people in here. The last 2 nights combined, I don't even think you all reached that. Think about it. You all are going nowhere. You're slowly dying out. People are starting to realize for the last 2.5 years, all you reported on is reruns about me that are fake. You have nothing new. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you what new is. You see, I don't even give a damn about what I did in 2017, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Because the fact of the matter is, 2024 is a whole new year. And I'm going to raise the level of the bar that you can never, ever touch, that you can't even jump and touch it. Never long grab a hold of it. Because we all know that you all will not put the work in, and you're nowhere near capable of doing that. As a matter of fact, you can't lace my damn boots. Now, people can say they love me, they hate me, but prove I'm wrong. Someone prove I'm wrong. I just told you things.
The biggest problem with that is there is somebody waiting in the on deck circle to take their place. That's right. There is a contributor out there that's actually shown promise. Now, again, this is not about being allies. This is about being a business. This business is to create the facade, to create the illusion of drama. They're all working hand in hand. No matter what side they're on, they got to work together. It's got to be a cohesion there. What basically Ernie did last night in his lives is he basically said, look, shape up or ship out. This is your ultimatum. When he went to comparing views, telling them what he's done and what they haven't done. Now, mind you, it's still Ernie. You cannot ignore the fact that Ernie will tell you a damn lie in a heartbeat. Ernie is still a myth. He's the creator of the myth. So you still got to understand that's still Ernie. You know, trying to prove him wrong is not important anymore because it's obvious that these ignorant people on this YouTube, they don't really understand what's right or wrong anyway. They love the illusion of Ernie. So, I mean, you got to keep that going. Just as long as you keep your sanity is all that matters. You got to keep that straight. This man basically shows his contributor, shows people, look, this is what I was going to do. He basically tells you, I was just about to the good. If my physical shape would have been able to do what I was going to do, I was about to ready to traffic my own self, pimp his own self out for $2,500, so he could get an in-depth to get content about human trafficking because that's what it exists about now. 3 years we went over bullshit, but now it's all about human trafficking. He wants to get back on that page. It's a cycle. It goes over and over again. He didn't care about what happened in 2017, 18, 19, 20, and 21. He cared about what's happening in 24, though. But what happened in 22 and 23? Not much, but he didn't put them in that damn category either. Didn't bring them up at all. He calls their shit that they've been talking about reruns. They got to get over the reruns and start manufacturing some new shit. They got to create some new shit. Get creative. I mean, that's what he's saying. He's telling them, you got to be part of the team. You got to be creative. You got to pull your weight. That's what he's wanting. Don't forget, it's still Ernie. And these people are fixing to lose their jobs. You know, you got Jimbo. Whenever they really did not handle this the proper way as being a team player or a company man. The way Kemper and Jimbo handled it was pretty fucking. That showed some moxie, but they've had this moxie problem ever since they come in. You know, they came in to YouTube through my channel. Not taking any credit for them because I'm nobody, but it was due to the fact that Shirt Tail Ernie Shell, and Ernie Shell brought him in here. You know, it's just like a father or mother.
This little sawed off half a McNugget about as worthless as I don't know, tits on a boar hog.
Yeah. Well, you know he's watching right now anyway, because you can tell by the poll. Before we even started, there was a couple of people that voted that they would let a homeless man go look for their child.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder who those people would be.
I don't know. It's 89 to 11% right now. So, you know, Toggy Lori and Mama Skank and fucking Ernie, they're all watching.
Hey, Leslie Coffee.
because nothing you speak is truth, Kemper. Nothing you've ever showed. You always say, we provide receipts, yet you show nothing. You show nothing at all. That's why. You see, Kemper, it's not just hundreds right now or thousands that I have. It's getting ready to be tens of thousands. You just don't understand it. You don't see. There's 245 people in here. That's 30 more people than was in here before you came in last time. And I blocked you, and I just blocked you again. Ain't that something? I'm having a good time out of this. I ain't laughed like that in a while. About choke me up there, Kemper. You're mad because you can't provide it. You can't pull the numbers I can. You'll never be me, and you'll damn well never beat me. Now, I've just released a lot of secrets tonight. Law enforcement.
This month. And Ernie Shell is getting upset with it. He's pretty much putting the gauntlet out. He's telling them, look, this is what y'all have done. And pretty much called them out. Well, what's telling me, in my prediction, is these two will not be in the company no longer after probably by the fiscal year, which would be June 30th. I think they'll be gone out of the company. He'll run them out. It'll be a corporate takeover, whatever. I think the Stand will be looking for another job. He's already said he's got 2 jobs now. He's working like a Jamaican now. He's got, I guess he don't think that we know that, YouTube is a job for him. Yeah, he's already telling us that. So he does feel the weight of it. But at the same time, I don't think the accountability is there. He doesn't realize that it's their fault. They got to contribute. And Ernie Shell's pretty much telling him right now that, you're on borrowed time. I've got somebody to replace you right now as we speak. And he has found that man. That's right. He has found that man. That man has been showing an uplift in his subscribers, his views, all through the help, of course, his entrepreneur, the man that got him started, the genius behind it all, the mythical character, Ernie Shell, has another Harlan or a Tennessee, Kentucky man that that he's brought with him, and that's what you got to have. And that is the genius of it all. Surround yourself with people that hate you and love you, and then all of you profit. It's an ingenious plan, and it's been working so far. But now we're seeing a rift. We're seeing egos getting away, because the bottom line is, if you're not capable of being a team player, you're not on a team.
For money, so why you got to get donations for? You're not sucking enough dick. That's your problem.
I mean, she brags about being in such good condition now. She's doing so great. Yep. Where are you? Like, why are you asking for money for food again? Like,
if anybody can donate tonight, I would appreciate it. I would like to eat.
Really?
You can't get a fucking job, figure out why.
Kemper, a few others know, I took a second job 2 weeks ago. Second job. So I can make the maximum amount of money besides my disability without losing my disability and my insurance. Mm-hmm. I took just to feed my family. Didn't come on here and beg for it. Didn't ask nobody for it.
Yeah.
And the ones I have asked for it, I paid back.
Mama T, she's comfortable anyway, man. That's how she started on this gig, was Newports and coffee. Begging for that money. Hey, you got $20? Hey, you got $20? Hey, you got $20?
I heard at the end of her stream, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to be able to eat. Thank you. Thank you so much. I could have used more, but thank you. I'm going to eat tonight.
He's brought with him, and that's what you got to have. And that is the genius of it all. Surround yourself with people that hate you and love you, and then all of you profit. It's an ingenious plan, and it's been working so far. But now we're seeing a rift. We're seeing egos getting away, because the bottom line is, if you're not capable of being a team player, you're not on a team. I hate to say it, but Jimbo, you and Kemper are fixing to be sold down the creek. Brad Enslow is probably going to be the next front man, his adversary, or whatever he does. He might lick his dick, or he might, bite his dick. I don't know, but he's going to be the man. He's making money now. He's profiting. He's bringing success to the table. Now, does that mean you might be demoted? Possibly, you might be demoted down to the mailroom, or you might be completely taken out. Your tramp stamp might be burned off your ass. You might not be a contributor, and you might not even be an asset. You might become a liability to Ernie Shell Enterprises. It's going to be something to look forward to, folks. Something to look forward to.
Because nothing you speak is truth, Kemper. Nothing you've ever showed. You always say, we provide receipts, yet you show nothing. You show nothing at all. That's why. You see, Kemper, it's not just hundreds right now or thousands that I have. It's getting ready to be tens of thousands. You just don't understand it. You don't see. There's 245 people in here. That's 30 more people than was in here before you came in last time. And I blocked you. And I just blocked you again. Ain't that something? I'm having a good time out of this. I ain't laughed like that in a while. About choke me up there, Kemper. You're mad because you can't provide it. You can't pull the numbers I can. You'll never be me, and you'll damn well never beat me. Now, I've just released a lot of secrets tonight. Law enforcement.
And that is the genius of it all. Surround yourself with people you know that hate you and love you, and then all of you profit. It's an ingenious plan, and it's been working so far. But now we're seeing a rift. We're seeing egos getting away, because the bottom line is, if you're not capable of being a team player, you're not on a team. I hate to say it, Jimbo, you and Kemper are fixing to be sold down the creek. Brad Enslow is probably going to be the next front man, his adversary, or whatever he does. He might lick his dick, or he might, bite his dick. I don't know, but he's going to be the man. He's making money now. He's profiting. He's bringing success to the table. Now, does that mean you might be demoted? Possibly, you might be demoted down to the mailroom, or you might be completely taken out. Your tramp stamp might be burned off your ass. You might not be a contributor, and you might not even be an asset. You might become a liability to Ernie Shell Enterprises. It's going to be something to look forward to, folks. Something to look forward to. Ernie Shell, the CEO's in town, and he's wanting to clean house. Jimbo, you've had a good run, man. But look at your team, man. Your team sucks. Look at what you got. Y'all have been hearing crickets lately. You really ain't bringing nothing to the table. You've been bitching a lot. You're crying a lot, and you're not getting nothing done. You took too much time and effort dealing with them easy. You should have stayed off of that. You ignored. You took away from what your viewers need, what you needed to do for the company. You cared more about your own self-interest, and you abused the creativity. You took advantage of your viewers, and you also left the company and your CEO out to dry, and he is feeling the rift, and he's got a memory like an elephant. Remember, it's not going to be pretty. I think it's time for you to start renegotiating, trying to look around, see if you can find something, because free agency is going to suck for you.
There's the bike buster. I'm gonna fart like a motherfucker in just a second. I can feel my shit bag. Get ready. If you got earphones in, take them out. I cut pretty close to shitting on myself, and I sat right back down in that cloud of shit. God damn, it's cracked 40 TV and that stunk. Stumble, stay humble. I shit everywhere and tasted my mouth. I ain't no point moving now. It's already infected me. Fucking ass cancer and shit. God damn. Smell like you got cancer in the ass, motherfucker. I want somewhere now. Get. Crack 40 TV. Become a certified bike buster.
I ain't laughed like that in a while. About choke me up there, Kemper. You're mad because you can't provide it. You can't pull the numbers I can. You'll never be me, and you'll damn well never beat me. Now, I've just released a lot of secrets tonight. Law enforcement, I know that there's a few of you watching. Tell me I'm wrong.
Hi.
Kemper, you know, a few others know, I took a second job 2 weeks ago. Second job. So I can make the maximum amount of money besides my disability without losing my disability and my insurance. I took just to feed my family. Didn't come on here and beg for it. Didn't ask nobody for it.
Yep.
And the ones I have asked for it, I paid back.
Mama T, you know she's comfortable anyway, man. That's how she started on this gig, was Newports and coffee. Begging for that money. Hey, you got $20? Hey, you got $20?
Jimbo, you've had a good run, man. But look at your team, man. Your team sucks. Look at what you got. Y'all have been hearing crickets lately. You really ain't bringing nothing to the table. You've been bitching a lot. You're crying a lot, and you're not getting nothing done. You took too much time and effort dealing with them easy. You should have stayed off of that. You ignored. You took away from what your viewers need, what you needed to do for the company. You cared more about your own self-interest, and you abused the creativity. You took advantage of your viewers, and you also left the company and your CEO out to dry, and he is feeling the riff, and he's got a memory like an elephant. Remember, it's not going to be pretty. I think it's time for you to start renegotiating, trying to look around, see if you can find something, because free agency is going to suck for you, especially if you're already feeling the weight of it now in your pocketbook. You might have to get Thelma a job, and Kemper might have to work at the next Applebee's down the road. I don't know. But anyway, again, Brad, congratulations. I think you're on your way up, buddy. And if Jimbo and him keep fucking up, it's going to be very easy for you to be in there by June 30th. God bless you. Y'all have a good one.